Hi all and welcome to round 4 of Rant Football. Before we get into predictions, let's have a look at round 3's prediction table. Who did the best and who did the worst. Just a little hint, I'm very happy and Simon's not having a good run this season so far. As he says though, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So enjoy this round.
Hello everyone and welcome to round 4 of Rant Football. Your usual host Phil has died of COVID-19. Unfortunately he's not here at the moment, but he's actually made it. He's asked me to take the reins because he's still feeling a bit unwell. He was ill last week. He's trying to come back in, but he's doing all right. Oh, is he all right? He's coming in. But yeah, so he's not feeling too well still, so he's asked me to take the reins again. So this week we are going to predict 5 more games for the 4th weekend of the Premier League.
Guys, I'm going to do an impression here. Man United fans on the weekend, they play Crystal Palace in the pubs.
Okay.
That's exactly the thing what fucking Chelsea did today, man.
Language!
There we go.
That's some editing for you then, Phil.
The Virgin Mary doesn't like that. Like Halo.
Well, Phil's not a Virgin Mary anyway.
Got to move the head. I'm going to have to move my head off that clock. Seriously.
Well, they always say some City fans are clockheads, don't they?
Before we get into this properly, and by the way, I was dismal last week in round 3. I don't know what happened. I think it's the flu. That's my excuse anyway. But do you not own any different clothes, you Manchester United fans? Andrew, Paul, and Donna. That's exactly the same clothes as round 3.
I know they're terrible, aren't they?
Anyway, take over again, Simon, because I'm about to die.
That's just probably all kick his head in. Carry on.
Anyway, guys, so again, unfortunately, with no Craig or Lee this week. So what I'll do is I'll start with the predictions and I'll jump into the guys on screen. So firstly, we're going to I'll go with Lee's this week. So Lee has gone for Chelsea. Is it Chelsea? Yeah. Chelsea 4, Crystal Palace 1. Everton 1. Brighton? Yeah, Brighton 2. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 1. And Southampton 2, West Bromwich Albion 2, and Wolves 1, Fulham 2. So they're Lee's predictions. So hopefully he's back on next week. We'll see. We don't know. But if you are, well done. And then I'll get rid of Craig's while I'm here. We'll go with Craig. Went Crystal Palace. See, I went so good without messing up an intro, and I messed up the scores instead. Scrap that. Done it. We got Chelsea 2, Palace 0, Everton 2, Brighton 0, Manchester United 4, Tottenham 2, and Southampton 3, West Brom 0, nada, and Wolves 5, Fulham 0. I think that's for a certain somebody on a certain podcast. If you're watching, I'm just the messenger. That's not from me. So that's predictions from Craig. So who should I go to first on screen? I will go with... Oh, hang on. The boss wants to jump in with something. No? Oh, well, never mind. I will go with the Queen of Rant Football. Let's have your predictions for this week, please. Sweet.
Oh, last week I was princess. This week's I'm queen. My goodness, I am ranking it up there. Okay, so Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Chelsea was abysmal last week. So I'm going to go with Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 2. Everton versus Brighton, 2-1 to Everton. United has not been playing well either. So I'm going to go United versus Tottenham, 1-1. It's a draw. And then Southampton versus West Brom, I'm going to go with 2 to Southampton and 1 to West Brom. So 2-1. And then Wolves versus Fulham, 1-1 draw.
Right, thank you very much. I'll go to Paul next. Can we have your predictions, please, mate?
Yeah, no problem. Right, I'm going to go Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 2. Got a feeling they'll concede a couple because Chelsea's goalkeeper's terrible. Everton 2, Brighton 0. And United, I'm going to break the tradition here. United 2, Tottenham 2. And then we've got another draw. Southampton 1, West Brom 1. And United. And Wolves, I think Wolves will beat Fulham 3-0 because Fulham are terrible as well. There's me.
Definitely can't fault you on that one with Fulham. I'll tell you what, I'll get mine out of the way now and I'll leave the 3 best till last. So I've gone for Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 0. Everton 2, Shawn Michaels 1. Man United 1, Spurs 2. Southampton 1, West Brom 0. And then I've gone for Wolves 3, Fulham 1. Bit controversial with some of them scores, but I'm just going with my gut because I've not got a magic gut. Craig's got a magic gut, but this is what I'm feeling at the moment. So I will go to eeny, meeny, miny, moe, put the Beckett on the floor. Gavin, can you give us your own predictions, please, buddy?
Certainly, no problem. Right, I've gone Chelsea 2, Palace 0. Everton 1, Brighton 0. We've got Man United and Tottenham as a score draw, 1-1. Southampton 1, West Brom 0. And Wolves 2, Fulham 0, because Fulham are dire. I can see them I don't even think they'll beat Derby's lowest points total. What was it, 9 or something like that they got? But yeah, I can see Fulham being the whipping boys this season.
Yeah, definitely. The way it's going in the moment, definitely. Let's go to Andrew. Can we have your predictions, please, mate?
Yep. I've got Chelsea 3, Palace 1. Everton 2, Brighton 0. I've got Man United and Spurs, a score draw, 2 each. I've gone for West Brom to beat Southampton 2-1. And I've got Wolves to beat Fulham 3-0.
Yeah, good choices, good choices. So, like we did last week, let's go to your fantastic host. I missed the bald Phil, which is not very bald at the moment because he's got a bit of hair. So, let's go to Phil for your predictions, please, young man.
Yeah, before we go any further, did you do Lee and Craig?
Yes.
Oh, I can't remember, see, I'm gone. But
Did it at the very beginning.
If anybody's missing, guys, I'll add it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Later on. But we quite clearly know that I've been ill, so mine have been pretty poor the last round. Still not poor as Paul, because Paul
me.
Tendley is the worst ever in history. Anyway, before I go any further, I just want to have a rant. Yet again, the handball new rules in the Premier League suck, and the new penalty rules stupid. All you've got to do now is flick a ball at a defender's hand, and it's a penalty. Why play about with rules that have been around for years, you dickheads? Thank you very much. Vote for me as round.
Language.
Sorry, Steve Rogers. Anyway, I've gone Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. I've gone 3-0 Chelsea. The reason why we're not conceding, Mendy's going to be in goal by then. Everton versus Brighton. I'm going 2-0 Everton. I just think what Ancelotti's put together there as a squad and a team, they're going to be fighting for the top 4 this season. Man United Spurs, another 2 who will by the end of the season fight for the top 4. But this will be a close one. Jose will want to get one over his old club, but United won't let him win. That'll be a 1-1 draw. Southampton versus West Brom, no one cares, let's be truthful, 1-1. And then Wolves versus Fulham. Fulham, you're an embarrassment to West London, 3-0 Wolves.
Right, well, thank you very much, Phil. So, has anybody got a rant themselves or not? Put your hand up if you have. No? Right. Well, looks like that's it then, boys. And girls and lady. And I'm cocking up everything up.
Which one was the girl? If Donna was the lady, was Paul the girl?
Maybe. I'll let you do. Let me own the judgments on that.
Harold,
So,
let everyone say goodbye today.
yeah, we will. We did last week. Didn't
I can't use the word what I'd use to describe you on here.
Thank you.
we? Well, you can. You've just been bleeped out.
Yeah.
Well,
But I agree about the handball rule. It's ridiculous.
Paul,
Palace were the better team against United the other week.
before we go, do you think I'm sexy?
Do I think you're sexy?
Yeah.
I'm not had enough lagers for that yet.
Right, so is Man United a bigger club than Manchester City?
Yeah.
I'm paid. Yeah, of course it is.
Right, there you go, and that's me editing that.
Well, there's not a lot you can say, is it? One of the biggest in the country. We're not very good at the moment, but it is what it is.
Anybody, as per normal, don't forget Twitter, rantfootball1. Email us if you want to join in or have a rant at rantfootball1@gmail.com.
Hey, Phil.
Go on.
Do you think you deserve to get beat today?
Couple of weeks ago.
We lost 3 weeks
Pardon
ago.
me, anglais, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah, we lost 3 weeks ago to Liverpool. Get over it.
I'm just asking a question.
Anyway, guys.
It's rather yes or no.
But in more seriousness, if you want to
Excuse me, is it yes or no?
guess what, guys? This is why I have the power. Watch. Anyway, come back then if you want to join in on Rant Football in this complete mess at rantfootball1@gmail.com.
I'll take over 2 shows and it goes to pieces. Great.
Oh, God. I'm back to normal, hopefully by around 5 people. And thank you for watching again. Like, subscribe, all that rubbish. Tell people to watch it. And when you guys have a gut sour argue back me about football, this might actually become Rant Football. They're good at arguing on Facebook, but not on here.
I agree with you. How can you rant if I agree with you about the handball rule? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. Let's just get it. Yet again, Man City had their biggest crowd. They had 2 cameramen in the stadium for the game. Everybody, as you can tell, my voice is sort of here right now, but you're probably all bored listening to me. So everybody, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Toodles.
Me to you, Ramford Wouts.
This podcast is part of the After Dark Podcast Network.